day. I'm Rich Gruber. Today I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to engage you because what's happening in our public square isn't just political, it's behavioral. We're in a behavioral crisis disguised as a political one. And if we don't face that fact directly, honestly, urgently, we won't just lose civility, we're going to lose legitimacy. Let me say it plainly. It's not just about who we vote for, it's about how we behave while doing it. What's broken isn't just our politics, it's our posture, our tone, our basic trust in one another. Somewhere along the way, we stopped saying, use kind words, and started shouting, whose voice hits harder. But I'll tell you what really still works, what still builds community, and still earns trust. Kindergarten rules. Yeah. Share your crayons. Say sorry, take turns, and clean up your mess. These aren't cute slogans. They're civic building blocks. And if we can't carry those into adulthood, we're not just losing the debate, we're losing democracy. Freedom isn't a weapon. Let's be crystal clear. Free speech does not include punching someone in the nose. Political courage does not mean public cruelty. And if the best we can do is manufactured outrage instead of measured dialogue, then we're not stewards of democracy. We're spectators at its funeral. Today we see mourners at funerals, wailers at political events, anarchists at city council chambers. But where are the civic stewards, the bridge builders, the ones who can speak truth without burning down the house? We call this deliberative democracy, but without deliberation. All that's left is noise. This is not a lament, it's a blueprint. It's time to rebuild. We need spaces that model ethical leadership, that elevate participatory governance, that foster inclusive dialogue, not mock it. So here's what we propose. Participatory democracy labs, civic forums built for real problem solving, led by youth, grounded in community and timed with real decisions. Ethics and leadership, practical public curriculums, not just theory but practice. Transparency, governance, integrity, taught in schools, colleges, and civic groups. We need public accountability scorecards, nonpartisan dashboards that measure real transparency and inclusion. We need civic media ecosystems, platforms that elevate underrepresented voices created by students, artists, and journalists, because storytelling is a civic act. Imagine a public meeting designed around dignity and dialogue, where every voice mattered, where ideas competed, not just identities, and where we build something, not just disrupt it. That's not fantasy. That's what comes next, if we choose it. Now, let's bring this home. Janesville GM Jatco site, the most important redevelopment project in our city in a generation. The city says it's forming an advisory board. Great. But let's ask the questions that matter. Will it be a checkbox or a civic engine? Here's what Council Member Erdman envisioned: real representation from neighborhoods that matter, transparent selection by a neutral body, clear mandates for public input, checks and balances, independent from executive control. Now, here's what the executive proposal includes Monday night, or so. A lean structure for agility. Council picks the members. Consultants lead planning. And engagement, well, it gets scheduled. It sounds collaborative, but is it accountable? Is it representative? Is it democratic? Here's what this advisory board must have. It must have transparent selection, not backroom picks. Use the advisory committee on appointments. It must have neighborhood voices, especially from those living near the site. Clear authority. What can they influence? Define it. A real public participation infrastructure, not optional, built in from day one. It needs support, and it needs tools, it needs data, it needs facilitation, it needs training, not just good intentions. And here's what we must watch out for: executive overreach, tokenism in representation, rigid timelines that ignore real input, council disengagement. This isn't just about buildings, it's about trust. Next up, the Janesville Ice Arena. Big changes coming. The city is shifting alcohol licenses and operational roles, volunteer bartenders, attendance-based funding, and a fresh perspective on a partnership model with the Wisconsin Hockey Partners. It's smart, it's compliant, and it's collaborative. But let's not miss the bigger story. This isn't about beer. It's about civic partnership. It's about accountability and shared ownership. This is how we co-create value in community life. That's what we were looking for. Education, well, let's talk about the schools. The Janesville School District is doing what few others are across the country. They're facing artificial intelligence not with fear, but with ethical purpose. AI policy? Nope. This is AI vision. Congratulations, Janesville School Board. Students aren't passive users, they're stewards. Teachers aren't compliance cops, they're facilitators. Transparency, honesty, and equity guide every step. This isn't just tech literacy, it's democracy rehearsal. And let's go north. In Milton, they're taking it even further. A year-long civic practicum, community-based research, media storytelling, ethical leadership labs, students matched with local mentors, artists, educators, advocates. This isn't school, it's preparation for citizenship. And when these students present insights to real local leaders, they're not just learning democracy, they're doing it. I want to end on a personal note. In the last 2 weeks, I've experienced two events. One felt like death, the other felt life reborn. A town hall meeting filled with hostility, and on the other end of the spectrum, a birth of twins in my family filled with wonder and promise. And I asked myself, what are we building for the next generation? We can't settle for dysfunction, we can't normalize outrage, and we certainly can't let cynicism win. We must build spaces that invite dialogue. We must elevate what's good and decent, and we must lead with courage and conviction. Because the next era of democracy won't be decided by headlines. It will be shaped by the rooms we enter, the voices we elevate, and the civic standards we refuse to lower. So let me leave you with this. Let's raise the standard. Let's bring dignity back, not as politeness, but as strength and courage. This week, make your point, okay? Speak up, but do it with honor, with kindergarten rules, and with a vision worthy of the next generation, because frankly, folks, the democracy we build today is the legacy they inherit tomorrow. Thank you, Havana Coffee and the Nowlin Law Firm, for your sponsorship and support. Let's connect over a great cup of coffee sometime soon. This is Hypothetically Speaking. From Janesville to the State House, from coffee shops to classrooms, we're not just observing democracy, we're shaping it. So subscribe, engage, and act. And until next time, stay curious, stay connected, and stay in the fight. Have a great day.